Hey, what's going on, fam? Welcome back to the channel. In case you knew, I'm Don,
and I'm Peggy,
and we are gone with the Winleys. We have not posted in a while since our last little West Coast tour vacation thing and the train ride. Hopefully you caught that.
Yeah.
But we are back out here today. We're just trying to figure out when to post and what to post and share with you guys. There's a lot of stuff we want to talk about that's happened over the past couple of weeks that you guys know about, but we'll address that later. Today is Veterans Day.
It is Veterans Day.
It is Veterans Day. We're going to do something that we have never done. Now, for those of y'all who are new, I spent 25 and a half years, close enough to 26 years in the United States Army.
Yes.
I deployed 5 times, and I'm very, very proud of my service. And a lot of times I've been hesitant to take advantage of some of these offers that these restaurants and businesses have been offering to veterans. But today, the hesitation has dispersed. I am going to see if I can break my own personal record of 1 and see if I can visit 4 businesses who are offering things, 4 or 5 businesses that are offering things to our veterans. And I just want to say I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And to all my fellow veterans out there, have a happy Veterans Day.
Amen.
Stop number 1. We are currently here in the Cracker Barrel parking lot for their sunrise breakfast for veterans. We have plans. We've been doing research. We'll be going ahead into places like Texas Roadhouse.
We're going to get a voucher from them because we'll go back at a later date because you can't eat all this food.
You can't eat all. No, we're not going to eat all.
Most places will offer you a voucher. So that's what we're doing. We're collecting vouchers
exactly.
at this time. So we'll show you when we get to Texas Roadhouse how it is. But according to this young lady that told me about it, she said you have to go there between 11 and 2. And they'll have people in the parking lot and they will hand you a bag of peanuts. Because you know Texas Roadhouse has the best peanuts, right? And then they'll give you your voucher and you come back at a later date.
If they had boiled peanuts, it'd be good.
And I think it expires like April of 2025, so you have plenty of time.
Oh, that's plenty of time.
Yeah, you have plenty of time to go. We probably won't go till next year because we got so much going on. But yeah, so this should be an adventure. Because I told Donald a couple years ago, I was like, they offer all this free stuff for veterans. You should take part in it.
I never do,
and he never does.
I think I got one thing one time, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But this time,
you're going for the gusto.
I'm going for the gusto, fam. So like I said, we're here at Cracker Barrel. Let's go ahead and get signed in, see how long the wait is, because the parking lot's kind of full.
Yeah, and I told him, I was like, we should record after, but he's like, nope, we're going to record right now. So. All
right, fam. So go ahead and head on inside, and we'll see you in there.
All right.
All right.
Take me in your arms. Do just what you want. You're the one I trust. I belong to you. And I'll always be around.
Hey, what's going on, fam? So we've already signed in. This is going to be about a 30-minute wait. Can't talk too much because, you know, they got music playing all the time. So we're just going to hang out a little bit in the shop area and just take in some of the shopping sites. I think Peggy's looking to buy something, though. Let's see what happens. Hey, what's going on, fam? I apologize for the light because the sun is going down early these days.
Mm-hmm.
But we have had a full day. We had a humongous challenge ahead of us, and we have exceeded the parameters. I'm going to tell you what we did. So we started off, as you know, at Cracker Barrel.
Yes.
Had a nice breakfast together. It went all right. We had a bit of a wait because of how many people was involved, and we actually waited a lot longer than some people, but hey, we're fine with that. We got our...
See, this is what I had to tell Donald, because there are a lot of veterans.
More than we knew.
But when you say retiree, it's a different number.
Yeah.
And I did not realize how many veterans were in the area. And when I tell you, there were hundreds.
It doesn't matter. We did 7 events. Well, we did 6. We get ready to head to our 7th event. But every single one of them was loaded down.
Yeah.
Okay. So after we left Cracker Barrel, we did a little quick stop at Starbucks. You know, I'm not a big Starbucks fan, but this time was a little bit more disappointed than normal.
Yeah, this one wasn't a good stop because they offered you a free iced coffee.
Yeah, iced coffee.
But they have stripped the iced coffee down so much till I didn't know what to add to it. So it was a waste.
Yeah.
It was a waste.
And so since we had time before lunch, we decided to go ahead and get a couple of vouchers. So we got our voucher for Texas Roadhouse. We got there, we driving around. It's like a whole choo-choo train of cars of people driving around getting their Roadhouse vouchers. And they said it's good until May of next year, May 31st of next year.
So the thing about Texas Roadhouse, they really do honor the soldiers.
Yes.
Because they normally don't open until 4 p.m. But today they opened at 11. From 11 to 2, they make they have the people in the parking lot. Years past, they would hand you out a bag of peanuts, and then the next person will give you your voucher. They didn't do the peanuts this year. So, yeah, they have a line set up, and you just go through the line, and they're thank you for your service, and it felt really good.
It did feel good.
Yeah, Texas Roadhouse was a good one.
Yep.
So we'll use that probably when we get back to Houston.
Yeah. Next voucher we got was Freddy's Burgers. Now I don't know if you got a Freddy's Burgers where you are, or even it's similar to a Steak and Shake, but you probably don't even have a Steak and Shake either. I guess those things might be like local to St. Louis area, but maybe it's not.
No, it's not local to St. Louis.
Okay.
But yeah, we've seen them other places.
Yeah, they're known for their shakes, but they gave us a little voucher for a meal card. There was a lady standing by the door. We didn't see her when we first drove up, but we pulled up. She handed us our vouchers. We both got one, so that's another good time.
Yeah.
So next week, it's time for us to go to lunch, and we decided to go to Hooters. Hooters had a special set of a menu for veterans that you can pick from the menu items, and we both got boneless wings. We added some fries and a couple of drinks. And Hooters was pretty cool. We saw a bunch of veterans there already when we got there. They were in the uniforms and stuff, guys between the ages of like 60 and 80 years old, sitting in Hooters, getting their food and everything. And they were very quick to react, and the service was good, the food was good. That was probably one of the better experiences for me of the day. Not for what y'all thinking. It's just the food and everything was, and the service was very, very good. So we're glad about that. So what do we have so far? We got Cracker Barrel, Starbucks, Texas Roadhouse, Freddy's Burgers, and Hooters. And now we're getting ready to head over to Smash Burger. It is late in the evening. All the food is settled and stuff. We had Smash Burger for the first time while we was on our little Western.
Sure did.
On our, what we call our little Western trip or whatever it was, our Western venture, and great burgers. Probably right up there in our top 2 or 3 burgers for real.
Yeah.
So when I saw they got offering burgers for Veterans Day, I'm definitely going to take advantage of that one. That'll be our last item. So that's going to end up with 6 if my count is right.
Yeah.
And I just want to talk a little bit about the veterans out there. Like Peggy said, there's some confusion about veterans, retirees, those who served, all that good stuff. If you served honorably in any military service, you are my brother or sister in arms. And I want to thank you guys for it. And I appreciate the sacrifice that you are willing to make, whether you went to combat or not, whether you retired or not. If you served honorably, thank you for your service. And and it just feels good to see that so many companies and businesses want to recognize us, and that's why Veterans Day is very, very important. And I just feel honored. I really do appreciate that. All y'all got me. I've been like, you know what? I don't need anything, but I'm taking advantage of when when people want to show you things, you take it in. You take advantage. I ain't say take advantage of it, but you accept it graciously. And that's what I'll be doing from now on. So I might not do 6, but I will be getting at least one of these little offers each Veterans Day.
We didn't take all the offers.
No, there's so much more.
So many offers. Like, we don't eat seafood, so we didn't get the...
Red Lobster.
We didn't go to Red Lobster. It was so many.
We didn't even go to Olive Garden. You would think Olive Garden would be on our list, but it's just too much food.
It's too much. You can't. But, and like I say, this is our first year doing it. We've never done it before.
Yeah. We was at Hooters and picking out. We was having a conversation after we had finished like half the plate. I'm just like, you know what? This ain't even fun no more. This is
it's not.
I don't like being full to where uncomfortably full and stuff. So, accept it.
The problem was the time between, because we had a big problem at
Cracker
Barrel that morning.
Yeah.
And so we didn't. Now, we said when we first got there, we had to wait 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then 40 minutes had passed and we didn't have our food.
Yeah.
And so the girl was very apologetic and stuff like that. And she was like, the pancakes just didn't look good and I didn't want to serve them, so I sent them back. Yada, yada. I mean, she kept going on about it. And then when she brought it eventually, they were messed up. So I was like, it didn't matter. I say she probably served our food to somebody else accidentally or something like that happened. But she felt really bad. And I'm like, an apology is enough. But I'm like, something else had to happen. That's why I told Donald, I say, she probably served it to somebody else, not thinking.
Yeah.
And so it started eating at her. And so here she comes with, you can order food to go. Yeah. They have little frozen meals, right? Mm-hmm. So she brought us a couple frozen meals out, and she was just so apologetic. And I'm like, girl, breathe, honey, breathe. It's just food.
we gave her a slightly higher than normal tip and everything, and I was just like,
it's okay. But see, she was feeding Donald. She kept giving them biscuits. We didn't order this stuff, but she was like, we got to give them something. They've been sitting here for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So she was bringing over biscuits and all kind of little stuff, just, so he could have something. And I was like, nah, I'm going to sit here and sip my coffee.
Yeah.
So 4 hours later, when we go to lunch, he can't really eat all that because he was still full. But it was too much because you're supposed to get like a certain number of, I'm talking about at Hooters. When we go over to Hooters, you're supposed to have, I think they said 10-piece
boneless wings.
I think they tried to load that plate up with probably 20. And I was just like, oh my gosh. But like he said, there was a lot of guys in there. And it's cute to see the older men dress up like full uniforms.
Yeah.
Everywhere we went, we saw at least one older guy. Full dress, and I was like, that is super cute.
Yeah, they had a van outside of Hooters, so it must be like a little organized little trip.
That's the older guys.
Yeah, the older guys.
It had to be about 10 or 12 of them.
Yeah.
They rode in the van. What do you call that?
It was like
the VA. The VA had a van.
Yes.
And they came in the van, and they were just sitting there and reminiscing. That's one thing I love. Like when the soldiers get together and talk about the things that happened when they were in the field or deployed or on an assignment, I could sit there and watch them all the time. I could sit there for hours and watch, because their faces and the stories that they tell, like you can tell these guys have been through some things, right? And it's heartwarming. It makes you, because I sit back when Donald and the guys he served with, they talk about like what happened in Afghanistan or what happened in Iraq or wherever. Yes. Donald been to 5 wars, but I've only seen him interact with the Iraq and the Afghanistan soldiers. And when they tell these stories, they laugh, but their voices creak a little bit. And you can see the emotion as they're telling these stories. And it fills my heart. I have to walk away sometime. But we do salute all the soldiers. I have the great pleasure of being a wife of a soldier. Never thought I would be, because that wasn't my goal. But I enjoy it. I enjoyed being married to a soldier.
Thank you very much.
You have some hard times, when they have to deploy and they have to go to the field. Because as soon as Don and I got married, they sent him off for 15 months. Like 4 months after we got married, and he had moved me to a new state. So it was rough. And so I'm not going to make this, I don't want to belittle the soldiers, but the wives go through a little bit too, but we give all the credit to the soldiers, all of it.
Wives deserve some credit. I'm not trying to say
not today, but,
not today.
Maybe the next day, because we don't want to take the light off you guys, because you've done the work. But it does affect families too.
It does.
So with all that being said, we thank you guys for hanging out with us today.
Yeah, that's all we got for today, family. We just want to remind you guys to get out there and do something good for yourself.
And for others as well.
And for others as well. Salute to the veterans out there. Y'all have a good one, fam.
All righty.
All right.
Take me in your arms, do just what you want. You're the one I trust.